Rick Howard here, and today we're going to talk about the federal workforce, people that have federal jobs, and why now is probably a great time for you to start your own LLC. Obviously, this can apply to anyone that's looking to start a business, get into government contracting. You may realize that you don't want to run a business and you just want to go to work for someone, and that's great. There's lots of great reasons just to go work for another business. Now, obviously, we focus on government contracting with the GovClose website, and there is a very clear track for anyone with federal experience to go in that direction, but I'm not limiting it to that. So there's lots of businesses out there. Main thing right now is instability, right? You have your federal job because it was a stable job. A lot of people take a little bit less money to get those federal jobs, but one of the attractive qualities of them is A, they're typically very stable, and B, they could turn into a retirement check or a pension later on. They come with certain benefits. Now things are a little unstable, so you want to have that backup plan, right? So I would be looking at either starting a business while I still have my job, or going out and starting to investigate the employment space. Having a way to generate income on the side is extremely valuable. I don't know about you guys, but I have kids and I have tuition to pay and medical bills that aren't covered with their insurance. You know, I'm retired military, so we have the insurance that comes with that, and it does not cover everything, right? So, in fact, my son was taking shots. I had to spend $3,000 out of my pocket every month for his shot until we could find a way to take that. Now, how do you pay for that? Luckily, I had my own business, and so, you know, I could bring on another client and pay for the things that I needed to pay for. You can do that with your job, your federal job. So there's a lot of reasons to start that LLC, but I think that the number one is just peace of mind, the ability to generate income. And if you know you're making more with your LLC that you've started, your consulting business, than you are with your federal job, and you happen to lose your federal job, well, it's not a big deal. You're already making more. You can just now ramp up. You can really scale up that company and make even more. Let's start that business before you leave your job. So what is that going to entail? Well, most people are going to start an LLC. And to start an LLC, there's a few ways you can do it. I used LegalZoom when I started my LLC. You don't have to, but it just makes the whole process a lot easier. So there's a lot of requirements there, but it's actually relatively simple. Probably costs, you know, somewhere between $100 and $300. I have used some of the other services out there to start a business, and I found them a little bit clunky and harder to work through. So I have gone back to LegalZoom. You don't have a business if no one will buy what you're selling. You want to avoid spending a year building something up before you test if somebody will actually buy it or not. So there are a lot of different ways to test your idea before you spend time and money trying to build something. So that's going to be one of the foot stompers here is test what you want to sell, make sure somebody will buy it. If you're coming from the federal government, you're used to dealing with things like federal regulations. And safety, by the way, often is tied to those type of regulations. So now I'm just kind of spitballing here, but I want to give you some ideas about what type of consulting business you could start coming from the government, right? So again, with safety, anything tied to like OSHA regulations, stuff like that, if a company has to do it because of the industry, if a company has to follow safety regulations, if a company has to do X, Y, and Z because they are mandated because it's the law, that's another great angle to take as far as selling your services to that company. So what I would do, and I recommend, is, you know, put a spreadsheet together, and start writing down, what are the things that you want to do? What are things that you like to do? You know, then what are the skill sets that a company might pay for? And start dividing these down into, hey, they'll pay for this, but I don't want to. Like, for instance, I could very easily, and I have, sell proposal writing for government contracts, but I do not like to write proposals. So I'm not going to sell that, right? So, but you want to find the middle ground. So when people hire me as a consultant, typically it is to develop strategy for a business that's selling to the government. Again, I keep bringing up government contracting because there's a lot of money being spent by the federal government, and it is complex. So when you start adding complexity to the funding, well, now we start honing in on a service that you can sell competently to another business. And you can use your background, your federal background, to potentially bring on some of those initial clients.